All right. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Loot Crate Unboxing. Yeah, I got another loot crate. You may notice something else. Theoretically, I should be louder than I normally am, and that's because I've found a good deal on some super quiet fans for my my PC, and I actually installed them. It's crazy. The amount of the difference in the noise levels in my room is insane. Like my computer was louder than I have a an air purifier that, on its highest setting, creates a fair amount of noise, but it can actually cycle all the air in my room in like 30 minutes or something like that. Like it's a powerful thing. And I have an air conditioner as well, and I could hear my computer over my ACs sometimes, which is weird because I got this PC back in October when there was snow on the ground, and yes, I still use my AC every so often because my room is weird as far as how it retains and loses heat. So, anyway, so I'm hoping for volume issues that a couple people have mentioned, and I've noticed myself. I'm hoping this will make me a little easier to hear. I am still playing with my mic. My mic is right there. I try and keep it out of a frame as much as I can because I don't like the look of the microphone in frame unless I'm doing something like singing. But I'm playing with settings on my mic now that I no longer have to worry about it picking up my computer. Um, so we'll see. Sound quality may continue to get better. It may stay the same. I don't know, but at least for right now, on OBS, it shows that I am reading significantly higher than I used to, and hopefully you're not hearing any background humming. My computer still makes a little noise, um, but nowhere near what it used to be. Like it's I'm not kidding. Every so often, I have cooler that's mounted on the top of my case. It's liquid cooling, and so the fans just blow up through the radiator, and then there's a mesh on the top of the case. And I regularly have to just put my hand over to make sure that there's still air coming through. And I actually played a game with a temperature monitoring program on, just to make sure I didn't install it wrong and I was melting something or something. No, everything works perfectly, and my computer runs like super cool. Like it never got above about like 42, 45 Celsius, which for a high end PC is really cool. They can get up into the 70s and 80s really easy. So, anyway, let's do with this actual video so for which is unboxing my current currently my final loot crate. As I said before, I like loot crate. I think they're fun. I like the t-shirts. The $25 a month is a little bit steep for me right now because I have an extremely fixed income. I don't make any money from YouTube. I'm not currently making any money from my Twitch channel because I just haven't made enough for them to pay out. My income from the DMs Guild has tapered off pretty well, and my Patreon has lost a fair amount as well. So I make in total from everything I do online, I make like $10 a month, which isn't even enough to cover a single crate. Um, so yeah, due to the fact that they're still giving out crates late, and it took like what 7 or 8 months for them to fix everything, and I'm not really seeing a massive change in how they're running the business now that they've been bought out by a different company. My confidence is a little bit low. So unless I can find a really good deal, I'm probably not going to be doing loot crates, at least for a little while. Anyway, let's open this up and see if my last one is gonna change my mind. Let's put it that way. So let's see. Ooh, all right. So for first things first, this is gorgeous. Look at this. Try and get it close so you don't get glare. This, I believe, is one of the versions of the Batmobile. It is, I mean, this is a diorama, and it is gorgeous. It is really, really nice. The back of it is actually one of those, like, the 3D things, or if you look at it, like, they used to make bookmarks and book covers out of it, where it was basically it was little pyramids. So if you looked at it from one angle, you saw one image. You looked at it from another angle, you saw a different one. That's what it looks like here, but it's really pretty. Like, this is something I don't think I would even open because it's really solid. Like, it's nice. So yeah, that's just super cool. I'm very happy with that. I'm not the biggest Batman fan. Like, I like him enough, but I tend to be a Marvel kind of guy. And the old school Batman stuff was just never my style. I like the new stuff a little bit better, but that is just super cool. My favorite thing always is, and this is not going to fail. I love the t-shirts because, again, they're what I wear, as you can see. And this is great. Look at this, guys. Pac-Man! Pac-Man is great. I used to play Mrs. Pac-Man more than Pac-Man when I was a kid, because the few arcades I could find didn't have Pac-Man. They always had Mrs. Pac-Man, which was arguably a better game, to be honest. But I like Pac-Man. I love that old school arcade stuff. Like, I would love to get, like, those arcade 1-up cabinets and stuff like that, or get actual arcade cabinets. I loved that when I was a kid. I used to love going to arcades themselves. Like, one of the malls we used to go to for fairly regularly had an arcade in it. And I would, like, beg, like, I would be the most perfect child in existence, just so towards the end I could just go, hey, the arcade's over there. I mean, if you guys want to go to do something else, I can just wait in the arcade. And most of the time they said no, but every so often I got to go in the arcade and play things like trying to think. The X-Men arcade game was one of my favorites. I actually was a huge fan of the Gauntlet arcade game, and not like the real old school. I mean, like the Gauntlet that had, like, the 3D graphics and everything, and like, I loved that. I love that so much that I bought. I eventually got Gauntlet Legends, and I think one of the sequels to it for my N64, because I loved that game. But it was like $1 a play for that game, and it was just so expensive. So having it at home was great. So yeah, love that. That's great. The pin, I don't recognize this. Here, let me get it out of the plastic, because that will just glare. If anyone recognizes this, I'll try. There we go. I don't. It's a cool looking pin. Like I said, I really enjoyed the pins. I need to find somewhere or some way to display my pins, because right now all my pins are either On my desk, I have a little pile there, and then in that corner right there, I have all the rest of the pins that I've gotten, and they're great. Don't get me wrong, but I don't have anything to put them on. So eventually, I got to find that. But that's a cool looking pin. I don't know what this is, but it looks awesome. So this is what it looks like. I think these are notebooks. Let me get my knife. See if I can open this. This is remarkably hard with a tremor. I have to be very careful when opening things because my tremor just means that lots of the things can go wrong. There we go. And I generally will just use the knife to open something and then tear the rest of it open because it's just safer. Okay, this is cool. They're little notebooks, which is great. Of a fun fact, I worked for Goodwill. I worked for Goodwill for a little while. Won't get into everything there, but it's a fantastic company. Somebody gave us a massive the thing of comics, and this one, I don't think it was this one, but this is Amazing Fantasy numbers. This is I can't remember. But this is where Spider-Man premiered, basically, if I'm remembering correctly. And I think we might have gotten this exact comic mint condition got donated. And when they saw all the comics, they went, instead of just putting them out there and like selling them for 10 cents a pop or something, let's let Jody look through them. And yeah, I personally found, I think like a dozen comics that were selling at that point for anywhere between about like 50 to 150 bucks a piece. So nothing like super crazy, meaning we probably didn't have them Amazing Fantasy. But we did have some Spider-Man comics that were amazing. So you can see this is one with the Venom and Carnage. This is obviously a new one that I don't recognize the cover, but those are cool. They'd be better for me if I could actually write anything, but writing is an extremely difficult process for me. So yeah. If you're wondering what my knife looks like, this is my knife I use to open things. I actually got it when I was living off of MREs. Because they were hard as hell to open, and that thing cuts through just about anything like butter. So I really like it, but yeah, I have to be careful when I use it. I also think, depending on the state you live in, that might be it's legal in my state. I know that because I checked. But I think there's some states where the blade is actually like a quarter of an inch to too long or something like that. It's a big knife. I like it. So anyway, the last thing is I don't like opening these because I like to use them as a dust cover. But stop it! All right, we're gonna drop the box because there's nothing else in there. Nope, I just gotta open it. Because again, I'm not a huge believer in, keep everything in the package. I cannot get this open. There. Just want to open the top for Pete's sake. This is not that hard. That. All right, the final thing, and what may be my final loot crate, is just come out for Pete's sake. All right, a Doctor Who comic featuring the It looks like it's featuring all three doctors. Oh no, it's missing Capaldi. Yeah, I'm interested to see it. I've never read a Doctor Who comic. I know they exist. Doctor Who for me has always been a TV show, and a surprisingly good made for TV movie. Um, but yeah. It just I've never. They have radio plays and tons of stuff. So yeah, it's interesting. I have not watched any of the newest Doctor. I believe is she the 14th Doctor? 13th, 14th. I can't remember now. Anyway, I've not watched any of the new Jodie Whittaker Doctor Who stuff because it's not on any of my streaming services. For a while, Amazon Prime had everything through Capaldi, and so I was slowly I'd seen all of Matt Smith, and I think I saw like the first episode with Capaldi, and I was not the thrilled with Capaldi in the first episode, though I heard he got better. But I've not seen any of Jodie Whittaker. To be perfectly honest, I looked up of a video like a couple months ago, just because I don't even know what her accent sounds like. Like I don't even know what the doctor sounds like as Jodie Whittaker. So I looked that up and I'm like, oh, that's what she sounds like. And that's it. That's all I know is I saw one clip of the Doctor Who with Jodie Whittaker. I'm like, meh. The writing itself and the storylines have not been anything that have really drawn me to it. Like nothing they're doing has just sung, oh, I have to see that to me. But personally, but I believe she's been renewed for another season as a Doctor. So we'll just see where it goes. I know ratings wise, it's not doing all that great. But the first season of a new Doctor can be a little bit weird. I think even Tenet had some hiccups in his first season. So we'll see. Anyway, so that's Loot Crate. Like I said, it's not that I don't like Loot Crate or anything like that. It's I don't have the money for it, or I don't have the money to justify it with how inconsistent it's been. Again, for me, generally the T-shirt and maybe like a figurine or something is normally enough for me to justify to $25. But my funds are just shot right now. And after the bankruptcy and having looked into a lot of their business practices and the things like that, I haven't seen a change in what they're doing from before the bankruptcy to after, which worries me. Because they were bought out by another company, and because they were forced to declare bankruptcy, they should have to change things, and it doesn't seem like that they have, which will lead to this same good conclusion. So I may be wrong. I don't know, but we'll see. As at least for right now, this is a really great crate. It's a nice one to end it with. And if they give me some kind of a deal, or I get a coupon or something that gives me a large chunk off, I generally like to buy larger or longer packages than just the once a month stuff, simply because normally you can save money by buying larger subscriptions. And at least the last time I checked, it was the exact same price to buy it monthly as it was to buy it for a year, which is what I like to do, because you save a fair amount buying them by the year. So until that changes, or I can get some kind of coupon or something, I'm not going to be doing Loot Crate, at least for a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm super excited about my new T-shirt. I hope this sound is a little bit better. Let me know if there's any buzzing. You guys are hearing background stuff that you're not pleased with. I will continue adjusting. The mic I have is a really good quality mic. It's a Blue Yeti Caster. I have it on directional mode right now, and I've been impressed with how directional it is. Um, yeah, we'll see what's happened. Anyway, that's all for me today. And if you've made it this far, it is officially my birthday today. So wish me a happy birthday in the comments just to make me feel special. Otherwise, again, that's all for me today. And this is to see you guys next time. All right? Bye-bye.